Super Saiyan 4. Super Saiyan 4 is a heightened transformation belonging to the Saiyan race. First appearing in the anime-only sequel series, Dragon Ball GT, Super Saiyan 4 is treated as a successor to Super Saiyan 3, though it is more accurately the direct successor of the Golden Great Monkey transformation. Due to this unique characteristic, the form is considered to be a form apart from the traditional Super Saiyan line of transformations. Once this form can be achieved, it can be accessed at any time. Super Saiyan 4 is an advancement of the Super Saiyan and Golden Great Ape forms that first appears in Dragon Ball GT. As part of the Great Ape branch of Super Saiyan transformations, it is separate from the standard branch of Super Saiyan forms despite being named in similar number. A devastatingly powerful form, it debuts with Goku's awakening during the fight with Baby Vegeta follows suit during the Shadow Dragon saga, and their fusion Gogeta is shown wielding it not long afterward. For a Saiyan to attain Super Saiyan 4, they must be able to transform into a Golden Great Ape, the Super Saiyan version of a Great Ape, and subsequently regain conscious control over their form. In Dragon Ball GT only, it is declared that the transformation cannot be accessed at will and requires exposure to Blutz waves each time the user wishes to transform, Goku apparently being a special case as he is capable of transforming freely. Broly is capable of using his unique version of Super Saiyan, Legendary Super Saiyan, to transcend Great Ape and become a Legendary Super Saiyan Great Ape, matching the transformation criteria to achieve a Legendary Super Saiyan 4. Hybrid Saiyans can also achieve Super Saiyan 4 without tails, as in Dragon Ball Heroes. Gohan was able to train to achieve the form without his tail, and Xeno Trunks was originally going to be given the form as well before developers decided on Super Saiyan God instead. The Super Saiyan 4 form was designed by Toei Animation's character designer Katsuyoshi Nakatsuru. The form is a combination of the Super Saiyan and Great Ape forms attained through the Golden Great Ape form. It gifts the Saiyan with primal power, but they retain a humanoid appearance. It is possibly the legendary Super Saiyan that appears once every 1,000 years. This form gives the user the super strength and speed of a Great Ape, but with a calm, clever mind. But for others, it can make them very cold and aggressive. A user of this form loses some of their rationality, at least according to Goku. The form's power is too great to be utilized by a child, and so a child user is aged into an adult when using it. The form possesses all of the power of Golden Great Ape. Appearance. In terms of appearance, Super Saiyan 4 is perhaps the most drastic change seen from any Super Saiyan transformation. Due to its relation to the Great Monkey transformation, the form bears resemblance to a compressed version of the Great Monkey form, scaled down to the size of a Saiyan and altered to appear more humanoid. In this form, the Saiyan's hair lengthens, though not to the degree of Super Saiyan 3, their body becomes covered in fur, and they gain shadowing around their eyes and eyelids. All of these attributes, as well as eye color, vary between the Saiyans using the form. The tail also alters color to match their new fur. Uniquely, the form appears to provide the user with new clothes, as well as typically depriving them of their shirts. Gogeta is the one known exception to this. He retains his Metamories clothing in his fused state. Additionally, should the user be wished into a child state through the use of Dragon Balls, this form returns them to their adult state for its duration. In this form, the Saiyan's hair color differs, the same goes for the tail, and the body is covered in red fur. A Saiyan in this form also possesses a shadow trim around their eyes and over the eyelids that varies in color, such as crimson. The hair is lengthened while becoming wilder, reaching down to the middle of their back, while two long pointed bangs of hair appear on both sides of the neck. It also makes the individual considerably larger in height and muscularity, as shown by Vegeta when his time limit ended, and he reverted to his considerably smaller size. The aura in this form loses the arcs of electricity, once again shaped like a regular Super Saiyan smooth aura, although in various video games, the aura was depicted as reddish with a small yellowish glow and sparks of bioelectricity. Most games depict the aura as the standard gold. In the case of the fusion dance warrior Gogeta, the coloration of the aforementioned features seemingly switches, as Gogeta's hair became a bright shade of red whereas his fur became a dark shade of brown and the trim around his eyes were black instead of red. His aura also has yellow sparkles to it. For Broly, his Super Saiyan 4 form is much like that of Goku's, though because he is using Legendary Super Saiyan 4, he retains the massively oversized muscles and lack of pupils his standard legendary form possessed. The form also apparently has a seemingly magical ability to restore the wearer's bottom clothing, in a manner reminiscent of magic materialization or clothing produced by the Metamoran fusion dance, even if it had been destroyed as a result of transforming into a Great Ape and/or Golden Great Ape beforehand to achieve Super Saiyan 4. This happens to both Goku and Vegeta, due to the Saiyan Prince wearing Earthling attire in GT. However, upper body clothing that can adjust to the size of a Great Ape such as Gogeta's Metamoran vest, as the clothing is byproduct of the fusion dance, or Broly's necklace, which is seemingly designed to change size like Saiyan battle armor, will remain upon achieving Super Saiyan 4. However, as shown by Bardock, Xeno Bardock, and Xeno Vegeta, the upper body portions of their Saiyan battle armor are ironically removed while in their respective Super Saiyan 4 forms. Attributes. To achieve Super Saiyan 4, a Saiyan needs to regain control over their body while in a golden great monkey form. This form combines the reasoning mind of a Saiyan with the tremendous power of a great monkey, resulting in a powerful Saiyan warrior. The power increase that this form grants is astronomical. When Goku fought Super Baby as a Super Saiyan 3, the match was decidedly one-sided in favor of the Tsufroin. However, transforming into a Super Saiyan 4 greatly increases the power of a Saiyan, drawing out their battle power to the utmost limits, similar in essence to the ultimate state used by Son Gohan. This, then, allowed Goku to overwhelm Baby. Despite being referred to as a Super Saiyan form out of convenience, due to the fact that the form is branched off from the Golden Great Monkey transformation, the Super Saiyan 4 is technically independent of the original Super Saiyan line. As a result, Super Saiyan 4 carries with it some distinctions that set it apart from other Super Saiyan transformations. Unlike the three forms preceding it, no additional training was needed to master the form. Super Saiyan 4 does not appear to drain its user of their stamina or strength very rapidly, as Goku and Vegeta were able to maintain the form with seemingly little effort. It is not, however, without its similarities. As with all transformations of the Saiyan race, when a Saiyan enters this state, they still lose some of their ability to reason. Goku himself stated this to the 7-star Shinran. Usage and power. The Super Saiyan 4 form is a condensed version of the Great Ape's power, drawing the power of its user up to its utmost limits. This form is further stated by Old Kai to awaken the dormant power of the user. This is reminiscent of the potential unleashed transformation utilized by Gohan. While Goku's Super Saiyan 3 form was unable to even phase baby Vegeta, as soon as Goku transformed into a Super Saiyan 4, becoming an adult once more in the process, their roles and power became polar opposites, with baby Vegeta being almost unable to hurt Goku. At the time of its debut, Super Saiyan 4 was the mightiest form in the entire series. However, it is noted that Vegito may have been even stronger than Super Saiyan 4. This transformation allows users to utilize more powerful signature techniques. For example, Goku develops an attack he calls the 10x Kamehameha, as it is 10 times, 10x, stronger than the Super Kamehameha. Gogeta uses a powerful combined attack named 100x Big Bang Kamehameha in video games, and Broly has an attack named Gigantic Destruction. Despite this, the user can still perform the regular variants of their signature techniques if they so wished. Like the Super Saiyan God form, this form also seems to allow the user to absorb energy attacks. However, unlike Super Saiyan God, the Super Saiyan 4 form does not use up the user's power when absorbing energy attacks. This is shown when Goku absorbs Great Ape Baby's Revenge Death Ball Final and turns it into a 10x Kamehameha. Super Saiyan 4 also enhances the user's Saiyan power ability in seemingly real time, as during Goku's battle against EIS Shenron he was frozen solid by the Shadow Dragon, requiring Nova Shenron's aid to escape. Afterwards, however, Goku adapted to and became completely unaffected by EIS Shenron's next usage of the attack, as he instantly broke free while completely unfazed from the event. To which, Goku noted firmly that the same technique does not work twice on him. Later, against Sin Shenron, despite being blinded by EIS, once recharged by the other Saiyan's ki, Goku adapted so completely from Sin's previous assault that just using his other senses let him react to all of the Shadow Dragon's attacks effortlessly. Unlike the Super Saiyan 3 strain due to the utilization in ki, this form does not require as much energy to maintain as Super Saiyan 3, allowing the user to stay in the state at a much longer duration. Although the form doesn't require much energy to use or maintain, the user can still fall out of the form if they run low, similar to Super Saiyan 3. And while its ki consumption does not strain the user themselves, it does become straining when used in conjunction with Fusion Dance, significantly shortening the fusion time limit, as evidenced by Gogeta defusing within 10 minutes instead of the regular half-hour limit. In the Xenoverse series, both Beerus and Whis note the form to possess amazing power, and Goku, Vegeta, and Gogeta think that the form might be able to surpass Beerus. Whis considers it powerful enough to ask Goku if he would be willing to become a god of destruction. In the Prison Planet Saga, Super Saiyan 4 Xeno Goku proves to be able to battle Super Saiyan Blue Goku evenly in the manga and anime. However, in the game, Xeno Goku is defeated and has to catch his breath after the battle, while Goku does not, with Xeno Goku noting that Goku is a step above him in power. In the anime, Xeno Vegito manages to fight on par with Super Saiyan 3 Cumber using this form, seemingly indicating that he was more powerful than Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, who could only clash evenly with base Cumber, while in the manga Super Saiyan 4 Xeno Vegito appeared to be the weaker of the two versions of Vegito, as he was the one who could only clash evenly with base Cumber. In the extra-packed 2-story mode, thanks to Fu altering and messing around with the timelines, a post-tournament of Power Goku as your partner meets Vegeta and himself while they are training in Whis Arena of Godly Ki, both of whom are being manipulated by Fu. Vegeta opts to battle the future warrior as the concept of 2 cockroaches annoys him. During the fight, Fu begins to flood Goku and Vegeta with Blitz waves and turns them into Super Saiyan 4, much to Elder Kai's dismay, to which the Goku working with the Time Patrol responds with Super Saiyan Blue and feels compelled to fight himself, who is using a form he does not even know about. During the fight, it is also implied that Super Saiyan 4 Goku, whose Super Saiyan state possessed the mastered energy of a god and was close to awakening Super Saiyan Blue, has comparable power to Super Saiyan Blue Goku from the Tournament of Power, with Super Saiyan 4 Goku having the advantage in power. However, both he and Vegeta inevitably lose the battle. In the English version of a Gohan and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta post-match quote of Dragon Ball FighterZ, Gohan states he has never seen anything as powerful as Super Saiyan 4. This is not in the original Japanese version. This form is a transformation from Golden Great Ape, achieved when a Golden Great Ape has achieved a human heart, causing the birth of this form, which has both the tremendous power of the Golden Great Ape and the reasoning of a human heart. Unlike the main Super Saiyan forms, a user of this form will always appear as an adult. This is because this form raises the power of the user to their prime physical condition. The user will not only appear as an adult but also look considerably younger, similar to the way they did during their prime years. Example, Goku's skin turning back into its original peach color. Vegeta's hair becoming the iconic flame-like appearance he always sported through his prime years. The Super Saiyan 4 form is first achieved by Goku in Dragon Ball GT after transforming into a Golden Great Ape and witnessing his granddaughter Pan crying to calm him down. In this new form, Goku has enough strength to dominate Super Baby Vegeta 2, whose attacks, including the Revenge Death Ball, have no effect on Goku in this form. However, after Baby Vegeta transformed into a Golden Great Ape, things are far more even, but despite Baby Vegeta's new power, even gripping Goku between his hands, Goku still broke out of it with minor difficulties. Eventually, the two have a double knockout. Baby Vegeta is rejuvenated by Bulma's Blitz Waves generator, however, and Goku regains the full power of Super Saiyan 4 to face him. Goku's next opponent upon achieving the form is Super 17, who has easily defeated the other Z fighters and proved to be Super Saiyan for Goku's first real challenge. Because of his energy-absorbing abilities, Super 17 is able to turn all of Goku's energy attacks into his own power, making him stronger with each attack. Eventually, Goku reverts to his base form and kills the android, with the assistance of Android 18, using his Dragon Fist attack, followed by a Kamehameha. Super Saiyan 4 proves to be incredibly helpful when Goku uses it to take down most of the evil shadow dragons. However, he meets his match in Sin Shinran, the strongest of the 7 shadow dragons, who absorbs all of the Dragon Balls and becomes Omega Shinran. Omega Shenron's power proves to be far greater than that of a Super Saiyan 4, and Goku is thrashed around for most of the fight. Seeing how bad this situation has become, Vegeta uses Bulma's Blitz Wave generator to grow a tail and become a Golden Great Ape like Goku. When he finally gains control, Vegeta is successful in becoming a Super Saiyan 4. However, even as a team, Goku and Vegeta still stand no chance against Omega Shenron. It is not until they fuse into Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta that their power vastly exceeds that of the Shadow Dragon. However, Gogeta spends too much time playing around with Omega Shenron and the fusion wears off in 10 minutes rather than the usual 30 minutes, due to his own tremendous power, ultimately failing to finish Omega Shenron off in time, but manages to land a Big Bang Kamehameha on Omega, which made him regurgitate the Dragon Balls, reverting him back into Sin Shinran. Goku eventually kills Omega Shenron with the Super Ultra Spirit Bomb. Super Full Power. An ultra full power version of the Super Saiyan 4, which takes its user beyond their limits. It is achieved by absorbing an extreme amount of Saya power from other Saiyans. In Goku's first usage of this state, it is described as a fully powered Super Saiyan 4 and gained a red aura which occasionally flashes over his whole body.
If you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you later, bye bye.